Hello everyone, it's Cute Bunny here. Just got week 3's extra cash stuffing for June. We've finally got some sunshine for the next couple of days, but I've got washing out. This afternoon or later I'll get the small battery out because it went flat while I forgot to turn the little heater throw off last night before I fell asleep. And tomorrow I'll put the bigger battery out with the sun, and I've got to get a bunch of washing done over the next few days as well, so I'll probably be having lots of home days and no spend days. Still no work, nothing's changed the situation. It's not great, but it is what it is, and I'm just going to roll with it, and I'm just going to do the best with what I've got. I've had a quick look at next month's budget, and it'll be a little bit tighter than usual, and then from there on it'll be extra tight unless I get some work and some extra money. So let's hope we get something, even if it's just a couple of little shifts just to keep things ticking over, and then we'll be good. So that's what we really need right now, guys. So I'd like to thank everybody for all your support lately. Everyone who's now, I finally got my playlists up and going, and everyone who's been watching those, thank you so much. I am going to try and get my watch hours up, so if anyone is so inclined, I would really appreciate you continue to do so, and I am happy to watch someone else's playlist if they want to watch mine. So just let me know if you want to do that, and I'm quite happy to swap out, do each one. I've got my laptop's actually working enough to run YouTube videos and do the playlists, so I've been doing that for a couple of people this past week, and my watch hours have actually jumped, which is good, but I'm a very, very, very long way from anywhere yet. So my envelope has broken. Look at this. We have a big giant hole in this at the bottom, so I need to get myself a purse at some point, like a cash envelope type purse. I did see one on eBay I was keen on. I might have another look at that and see if it's something not feasible I can think about getting. We'll see what happens. Alright, so I've just got $5 for the pet fund. I have my usual 100 here at the moment. I don't know whether this will change in the next few months, but for now, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There's 3 10s there. They're stuck together. My hands are still cold. I just warmed the lounge room up so I can film without my bulky hoodies, and but it's still really cold. So 5 for the cat. Which means there's enough room, there's enough money there for a cat litter now. 5 for treats, because I think I'm out of treats money. Shopping treats. I've got $10, which isn't a lot. I always pick up my treats and things when they're on special, so I'm always looking out for that. That is a receipt that doesn't need to be in there, and yeah, that envelope is basically buggered. They're all my grocery shopping receipts, supermarket receipts. I'm actually tempted to pull out, there's a grocery buffer envelope here. Happy to keep that in there, maybe just keep like $10 in that one. And then what I think I'd like to do is I change this one around from the other one. This is one of the ones that Rani gave me that was one of her spares, because it's got a cute sticker on it. And what I thought I might do is call that one a buffer, and then I'll put the extra money in there, so I'm not carrying around so much cash in here, because I've still got my movies money, which I haven't watched my movies yet. So I don't really want too much cash in my purse as such right now, so I will probably do that, but not this video. We don't need to do that right now, but yes. Okay, so that's that one and that one done. We have 20 for car extras. Car extras are actually in this one, aren't they? My car needs what? Car extras, which doesn't actually have anything in it. Let me see. $5. I was going to do $5 number plates. Wow, was I? Okie dokie. Well, we might as well use them, eh? I don't need to, but what's going on with this texture? Why does this not seem to be very good? 5, 10, 15, 20. Not sure why that's not. Doesn't seem to be great. It hasn't hardly been used. $20 for car extras. That's going in. I don't think the yellow smudges, so I think we're safe. 10 for the laundromat. Now, sorry laundromat, you're going to get a $10 note, and I'm going to have to change it at some point. Anyway, I've currently got $2, $3, $4, $5 in coins, which is great if I need to run up and wash a doona or something, because mine don't fit in the machine. Otherwise, I flood my house, like what happened last time. We don't want to do that. All right, $20 is for replacements, and I've bought my hairdryer, and I don't probably need these, to be honest, but hey, let's do it. 10, 20, but I reckon the problem with the replacements is they're gonna get used, so they're gonna end up having to, the trackers are probably gonna end up being useless at some point. But so yeah, I got my hairdryer. My new hairdryer is great, and I bought the can opener, so I think I'm okay for now with the things that I did need. Right, now, why do I seem to have one more 20? Oh, yes, of course. I know what that's for. Yes. Okay, what was I doing with that? Alright, so 10's for tinies, and ideally I need to cash that out. I've got some $5 notes somewhere, so I will swap that over for 5s, and they will become tinies. Either this month or next month's tinies, because yeah, money's a bit tight next month, and I don't know how I'm going to find money to do all the stuff I want to do next month. But anyway, where are we at with birthdays? So we're putting 10 in birthdays. Let me see where we're at in birthdays, because this is coming along really quite well, considering how quickly it needs to be done and how I haven't started that long. So the $60 is done. Awesome. So that one is done. So where are we? I was going to start a new tracker, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. Yep. So I was going to start one of the new trackers. Which one was I going to work on? I think we'll make it quick. We'll make it easy for now, and we'll work on these ones. This is from Budgeting with Lysandra and Pansy Budgets. I didn't see that one down the bottom. Sorry, Pansy, I missed you. We're going to do $5 lots just for ease of use. And then the other ones are going to be a bit trickier, but I'm not going to be doing dollars and $2. We're just going to do straight 5s. So if they don't fit, if they don't work out to 5, then we'll just round them up or down. Alright, so 10's going in. So we now have 70. We now should have 70. That's good. But we're only, what are we? Yeah, we're still only halfway. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. Actually a little bit less than halfway, because what I really need is about 180 to 200 to do what I want to do. But anyway, we're starting with the 150 we originally planned, and go from there. Considering I only started that about a month and a half ago, that's going well. Alright, so we've got all that done. Car extras, laundromat replacements, Tiny's birthday. Alright, now this is the 20 that I pulled out for my superannuation. Now, what I'm thinking is I should do it as a challenge, so just give me a second and I'm going to have a think about it, and I'll be back. If you don't mind hanging out with me while I'm having a look, I actually need to find something, and I don't want to leave that sitting too long or it goes off and then I'll lose my video. There is actually envelopes here somewhere. I could either do the 500 or there's 1,000. Or why don't I do this one? I'm going to have to laminate that though. Oh, we can just contact it. Okay. Is that both sides? 20, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, one side is 1,000. Why don't we try? I think there's contact. Why don't I contact that so I can like reuse it? And why don't I turn that challenge into my superannuation just to give me something to mark off and keep track of while we're going. So let me find the scissors, which are just over here somewhere. Hello. Which one's there? I've got a sore shoulder at the moment. I had a massage on Monday, and it's actually still really nasty. It was very nasty then, and it's very nasty now. I think I need to book in another week and a half to 2 weeks, like sooner rather than later this time, because I leave it too long between, and then it gets really sore. And because it's been a lot of stress lately, I'm finding it a struggle to keep on top of the pain levels and everything that happen as a result of all of that stress. So let's do that. I think let's just utilise some of the bigger challenges because I don't have a lot of money coming in for them normally. So why don't we do them while we've got... I'm trying to get some money into my super. If I don't get the $1,000, I don't get the $1,000. That's my goal, but honestly, circumstances are going to need to change before I can do both 1,000 for tax, 1,000 for superannuation plus my car savings. Just saying. There's only so much I can trim out of the rest of my budget and still survive and actually feel like I'm having a life. But anyway, you know what? You know me, as usual. I'll just keep plugging away. I do not like having... I hate the second one because the first one went perfectly, and then the second one I'm trying to double it up. Ugh, okay, and as usual we end up with a with the greasy bits. Okay, just a bit out the bottom, and I know I'm likely to use the stick it. Hang on. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just contacted it so that I can just mark it off with Texter, and then I can, what's the name it? I can just mark it off. I can just rub it out with hand sanitizer. That's the word I'm after. All right, that's all done. So that's done. All right, so this is the last 20. Now the 20, this is for my superannuation, and I did start saving for this in the last week, and there's $30. So we're going to pull that $30 out. I'm going to turn it into our $1,000 savings challenge, because why not? Because there's so many challenges to use, and the bigger ones are harder to do because I only have a few things that I need to chase that are bigger. So let's do what we're doing. Let's colour the hearts in. You can't see the 25s. Oh well. So where are we? 25, 50. Okay. It's only 2 hearts. Don't get carried away, bunny. I was going to keep going. But no, I've only got 25, 25, 25. So I've only got 50. So 20, 40, 50. But hey, that is for to go in after July for the next round. Now, if my work doesn't change, I'm concerned I may not hit the... I'm just hoping I hit the... oh, no, I probably should. Hopefully I'll still hit the 10% of work income threshold for that. I should do, unless work is ridiculously tight and I don't get any for another 6 months. We should be able to do that. So anyway, I'm just going to leave that sit because that is dodgy. That is one of the dodgy colours we don't want to do. Alright, so let's just, let's do that. Let's make it a bit of fun, a bit more interesting. I've got so many ideas and there's so many challenges and things I want to do, and it's just not enough money. Every time I go to do something, I change my mind because I don't know how I'm going to fit it in. And I said to myself I wasn't going to overcommit next year to monthly savings challenges, and I've already pulled out 2 or 3 things that I want to do next month, each month next year, and it's still going to cost money to do it. So we're just going to have to see how we go. the advantage I have is I've already saved up for, is it 4 months, nearly 4 to 5 months of spending for next year. So even if things are tight, I'm already ahead of the 8 ball. So yeah, I can only do so much. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna end my video here, and I'm gonna do some more filming. So I will go now, and I will be back with another one. And I hope everyone's well, and I hope you're staying well if you're Aussie and in the cold season and all the winter, and if you're over on the other side of the world, hope you're staying cool. All right, thanks guys, bye for now.